Oh, look at that. We're live for another Joking Adventure Hour. And this is Thursday, July 2nd, 2026. Hello to X, Rumble, and BitChute. Hello to Lurkers and Bots. Hello to the chat. Hello to George.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings.
We stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake. Before we jump into the news, be sure you get your copy of The Immortal Mask, a 200-page graphic novel on sale now at my website, Dinales.com, CriticalBlast.com, and Amazon.com.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a great way to show your support to me in this channel by getting a copy.
Yes. Denali would like your support.
Exactly.
Yeah, no suspenders, just money.
Just supports. So listen to this, George. This is from New York Post. Politics. FBI infiltrated Gavin Newsom's inner circle by convincing Governor Ally to wear a wire, lawyer stated.
How's that possible? I mean, what kind of wire? 2 gauge? 5 gauge?
Yeah. The revelation she was wearing a wire as far as June 24, explaining why a raft of Sacramento political insider and lobbyists were stunned to receive FBI letters last fall informing that their phone calls has been intercepted during the investigation, despite many having little or no connections to Williamson. Alex wore a wire, and Dana did not, said McGregor Scott, Williamson lawyer and former U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of California, which is now investigating the Newsoms. Remember, this is about the indictment against Newsom's wife.
Oh, boy.
The disclosure comes as Newsom announced last month that he and his wife, whose nonprofit has been burning through money in recent years, as well as members of the governor's inner circle, were under federal investigation. Within hours of that announcement, Newsom blasted out an email to raise money for a political action committee. Assembly member Josh Hoover told the Post that he was among those who received one of those letters, even though he never spoken with either Williamson or Podesta. Podesta? A lot of people receive... Go ahead.
What does he have to do with that?
I know. A lot of people received letters essentially informing us that there were certain periods of time where the FBI's were given access to follow phone calls, Hoover said. I don't know how this investigation works, but it sounds like they cast a pretty broad net across the Capitol community to see what they could find. The likely story. A separate source with knowledge of the matter said they knew that 4 Sacramento insiders who also received FBI notification confirming that it had been recorded. One recipient told the source, dude, I got this effing letter. I've never even met with Dana Williamson. Their curiosity was they never met with Dana Williamson, so they were wondering what this was all about. Now you have the answer.
Dun, 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 dun.
So basically, let's see. Oh, Podesta. This is Podesta. Alex Podesta, who wore the wire.
Uh-oh.
Podesta, longtime Democratic power broker, remains on California State Competition Insurance Fund Board, where she received an annual compensation of $61,000 after Newsom appointed her in January 2020. She previously served as Secretary of the California Business, Consumer Service, and Housing Agency, and held positions in Governor Jerry Brown's administration. She also worked for PG&E, Disney, and the late Senator Dianne Feinstein. What? Oh. Podesta has not been charged with a crime, but her attorney, Bill Poranova, has identified her as the uncharged co-conspirator described in the Williamson indictment and confirmed she has cooperated with federal investigations. Oh, she gave up a lot. If she's not getting charged, she gave a lot, George.
It sounds like it. She wants to walk, sip her Mai Tais, and slum it on the beach.
Exactly.
And the only way for her to do that is to pony up everything.
Yep.
I wonder if she had to give up her comic book collection.
I don't picture her having a comic book collection. She doesn't
Well,
scrape
with a
comic.
shirt like that, you got to have a comic book collection.
I don't think so.
Look at it. It looks like Marvel and DC superheroes fighting each other.
I guess the weird ones, I guess Starmos, if you're looking for the star, and Captain Blue Peacock.
I love Captain Blue Peacock comics.
Exactly.
They were the best.
Yeah. Only lasted 2 issues before it got canceled.
Yeah, they never even went to print.
Leanna Mickens-White, Texas has moved to seize the domain Mullerlist.com. AG Ken Paxson obtained a court order directing VeriSign to lock the domain after the site owner, Kick Online Entertainment, failed to comply with a court order injunction requiring age verification under Texas law. The action followed a CNN investigation that found 20,000 plus sleep videos on the site, footage of women who appeared drugged or unconscious. CNN traced a link from Motherless to a Telegram group where men traded tips on drugging partners and sold live streams of the abuse. To get the domain back, Kick must post a $9.14 million bond, implement complement age verification, and pay the civil penalty already owed. Hold it. You're willing to give the domain back when they're hosting a sexual crime?
What?
Texas moved to seize the domain of Motherless.com, a porn site exposed by CNN for distributing sexual crime. This. All right, fact post. Trump administration has approved the use of cancer-linked pesticides, triflomoxin, a PFAS forever chemical. This is the 5th PFAS pesticide approved for use on food crops during Trump's second term. All right, you get morally outraged, but the thing is, would you have known that this was a pesticide that was currently being used on food? If Trump didn't point it out and say, look at this, isn't it grand? And everybody's like, no, it's not grand, it's poison. Oh, it's poison. What do you think I should do about it? You should tell Robert F. Kennedy to ban it. Oh, okay. Robert F. Kennedy, you should ban it.
Okay, so is Trump doing a good thing or a bad thing?
It on the surface, it looks like it's a bad thing. If you look at a more nuanced approach, he's shining a light on it and say, "Hey guys, look at this," and then everybody will be morally outraged. And then, oh no, look, I have to do something that I was going to do, but I needed your people approval to do it. Yes, Trump. Look, we stuck it to you. We sucked it to the man. See, this is the power of people when we get together.
If fist in the air, fist in the air. Plant lives matter.
Exactly. See. Well, the more intelligent was like he was going to get rid of it anyways. He's just using it for optics so people can get morally outraged and pretend they get a win over Trump while doing what he was going to do it. Man.
Wait a minute, they need hazmat suits to do the pesticides?
Yeah,
what
because
the hell, man? Shouldn't I have a hazmat suit to eating the food?
You would think, but you don't. But you don't.
If they have a hazmat suit to grow the food, why can't I, by default, have a hazmat suit to eat the food?
Mm.
I, sometimes, just common sense.
Because we don't wear masks here or hazmat.
Well, we did a couple of years ago.
Yeah, look what happened to us. We all look silly.
Hey, if we can stop a
Hmm.
virus at 6 foot distance, including sitting down and standing up, I think
Yeah,
I think I deserve a hazmat suit.
you 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 crap sitting up.
Look, I didn't think you would take it that far, but that's a little too much, sir. Okay, some things are just not talked about, like the thing's junk or the Hulk's junk. Okay, you don't ask
You,
about that. You
you
just
mean
you
how
just
how
know
his
that
pan
they're
how
fake
everything just
that.
rip apart, but his pan seems to grow in size?
Yes, exactly.
Oh man.
And how does the She-Hulk's clothing get ripped to shreds, but somehow stick in the the private areas?
Exactly.
Things that make go hmm.
Hmm. Elastic wear. It used to be all hemp. They can stretch, but not
Oh yeah,
anymore.
yeah. So Mr. Fantastic is the clothing for She-Hulk, right?
Exactly. Well, we're not, because doesn't Bruce know Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah. So Mr. Fantastic
Mm.
is Bruce Shorts.
Yeah. I mean, look at Plastic Man. He's always trying to be Batgirl's costume.
Okay. Um, I didn't know that was even a thing, but okay.
Yeah, that's the state of DC.
That's the state of DC.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Plastic is trying to be a clothing of somebody else.
That just blows, man.
And you wonder why comics are failing. It's not even a good ha ha, it's just a sad ha ha.
Yeah, it's a sad ha ha.
Kim K to USA, 15 radical left terrorists from Minnesota left the courthouse making a communist fist gesture
Wait, these are
after,
these are the terrorists?
yeah,
They're, they can hardly run to the nearest bus stop.
yeah. After they all pled not guilty, the evidence against these terrorists is overwhelming, including terabytes of data retrieved from their Signal chat group, social media posts, videos, and over 1,000 videos that were submitted to prosecutors. Tell me this is a psychological operation to outreach normal people without telling us this is a psychological operation. These look like paid actors on as extras in a movie, George.
I don't think they appreciate the problem, the situation that they're in right now.
15 terrorists who violently opposed the DHS agents plead not guilty in court, even though evidence against them is overwhelming. One rabbit responder interview says, "You're going to have to arrest all of us because we've done some of these things." Your terms are acceptable.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, George, it's going to get cuckoo for Cocoa Pops because people are so thick headed. It's that you have to make it so obvious that everybody has to get on the same page. And
Oh
what's that same
no,
page
not
is?
the same page.
Yeah, the same page is what the hell is happening? When did we enter Bizarro World? 2012. And why? Because we allowed it for falling asleep, but they also sacked the society against us because they need a sheep, not actual critical thinking and people who knows the Republican Constitution. Listen to this, George. I'll read it, and then I want your thought. Okay.
Sure.
Clash report. Germany's Chandler Mertz. We can no longer accept extraordinary high levels of sick leave in our company. We are abolishing the sick leave by telephone and introducing the requirement to submit a medical certificate from the very first day of illness. We know this is a tough decision. We can no longer afford this competitive disadvantage caused by prolonged absence from work.
Um, sure. Why not?
No thoughts?
It's I can't even register that. That sounds so silly.
George, what has been shut down last year? And we keep saying over and over again.
My childhood, my sad, lonely, stupid childhood.
Yes, you never got that Jingle All the Way Arnold Schwarzenegger superhero edition action figure.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I certainly don't even understand what happened to my childhood.
You don't remember? It was like a '97 Christmas holiday that had the kid from who played Anakin in the first movie.
All I remember is Star Wars, and then somehow I got here married with kids.
Oh, okay. They were
Everything else in
children's,
between, just like
right? Okay. So remember last year, USAID got canceled. Nix, right?
yes, I remember that. That really pissed me off. We had a if we knew about it, we would have milked that system so much.
Yeah.
We would have put in fake invoices,
Yeah.
created phantom projects. We would have made out like at least a couple of $100.
Exactly. We would have made it over the top LGBT stories.
Yeah, we had so many different
I
rainbow
mean,
colored
it would be a
mugs
funky
and
sandwich.
rainbow colored shirts.
Who would
You
eat?
know,
Yeah, who would eat green beans, um, lettuce, and beans sandwich?
sacrilege.
You know. But to answer the question that I proposed to you,
Mm-hmm.
we're no longer giving money to the European countries. Thus, they're no longer subsidized from us. We're also pulling out from NATO, and we're no longer giving NATO money. That means that they can no longer afford to have workers call in sick haphazardly like they did before because they're no longer subsidized. They actually have to produce.
Really?
Remember, George, when I said that Europe workers had a 6 months pay leave?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, back in the day, which was back in 2008, uh, you could have a half a year vacation and they wouldn't even blink an eye. 6 months.
Okay.
And they only worked 35 hours, sometimes 30, 35 if they were pushing it, but 30 was the, week work hours. George, how can you have a 30-hour work week plus half a year pay leave?
If you get welfare check from the United States government, and then it will help you to have the shorter week, higher pay, and then you can uh, laugh at the United States because your system is better than the United States system. Ha ha.
Exactly. But now, since USAID and a lot of our grants, a lot of our assistance, a lot of money that was going overseas. Oh, plus we changed the trading deals with tariffs. We're not putting tariffs. No, we're telling Europeans you can't put tariffs on us and changing the terms of the deal, right? Thanks to our the deal Donald Trump.
Mhm.
They can't afford this lack of production. I see somebody has a comment. Uh, Blonde Gopher, working Germans can't take sick leave because they need to support their illegal migrants.
Uh-huh.
P.S. Only 6 weeks, only 6 week sick leave, not 6 months. No, I didn't say 6 week. I didn't say sick leave. I said paid leave. And I'm not stuttering, and I was not mistaken. I actually had a firsthand knowledge of European telling me that when I went to Europe, who was family, saying, "Yeah, reason I can meet you guys is because I'm on vacation." And how long are you on vacation? Oh, another 3 months. When did you start the vacation? 3 months ago. It's a thing. It does happen.
Hmm.
Let's see. This is Stan for Britain. German government wants an attitude check before you can buy a home. A new proposal would let municipalities block property sales to people deemed anti-constitution or right wings, especially ADF supporters. Your political views could now decide if you're allowed to own properties, property rights, freedoms, not if you think the wrong thoughts. This is a dangerous step towards political discrimination and state control over private life. Where does it end? Germany 2026 loyalty test to own a house? Unbelievable. Authoritarian tyranny. I'm sorry, that's the least of your worries. But right now, Germany is starting to learn. They've been under a government communist dictatorship since the Germans fell.
Oh no! It was a
Yeah,
reverse surrender.
yeah, they walked them with open arms. SCOTUS Wire in New Orleans, grand jury has indicted Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrell on 15 felony counts stemming from an allegation she threatened local official over the Orleans parish clerk dispute. The bond was set at $400,000. Governor Landry indicated he will pardon her.
Um, okay, sure. It sounds like a Babylon Bee situation, but hey, who knows?
Nah, it's not a Babylon Bee situation. I mean, where's the punchline?
There is no punchline because Babylon Bee sucks.
Yeah? Hmm. All right. So Britain continues sending payments to pay for fines for Fortunes. Fortune says responded with a hamster.
Okay, I'm sorry. This one caught me off guard. Read the whole story all over again, please.
So Fortune's not complying with British laws about the Safe Verification Act and all that nonsense. So they're being fined 800,000 pounds. Lawyer says pound sand and send them a picture of this hamster as their official statement.
That's fucking good. Uh, oh my gosh, that's good. I think that's AI.
Well, even if it's AI, right?
Yeah.
It's now officially in the records. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw a meme and I was trying to find it again, but people were joking. Sony updated their PlayStation Store UI.
Oh
And,
yeah.
yeah, and it was Pirate Bay website.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that whole meme saying if buying isn't owning, then stealing. What was it? If paying isn't owning, then stealing. Then pirating isn't stealing. There you go, kind of deal.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's become so that uh, memology is becoming viral now in light of the situation of the lack of physical tests for PlayStation. Because here's the thing: I people are starting to say, "Hey George, if you're trying to save costs and you find that putting a optical drive to a PlayStation 6 or whatever will
yeah.
cost $1,000, right?
Mm.
And you take it away to save the cost for that, then you basically give rid of the reason why anybody should buy a console. For $1,000, whatever is the price going to be, they might as well just buy. They have AI, right?
Yeah.
And say, "Hey, AI of choice, I would like to buy a very high performing but budget friendly gaming computer. Can you tell me step by step what components would I need to make a game computer on my own?"
Oh no.
And then for the same price of $1,000, they'll make a superior or what they need for the moment, and then upgrade as needed to get the high performance if they want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And basically, I don't need to buy a PlayStation or Xbox game because I can just buy from, Epic Store or GOG or Steam. You know,
Yeah.
I don't need PlayStation. You got nothing. You
Oh,
know,
that'd be absolutely sweet.
right? So, in their I'm like saying, who's the moron making that decision? Did they not think about that? You're not incentivizing. The only one that could survive that is Nintendo, because Nintendo never gives third party game or first party games in any other console system. If you want to play a Nintendo game, you have to use their console. You know?
Nintendo is smart.
Yeah. But for PlayStation and Xbox doesn't have any exclusive console game anymore. They don't even they're firing all their first party studios because they're burning money. PlayStation are going for live service. Oh, here's the other thing about PC, George. If you go on PC, then you can play multiplayer games. Guess what you don't have to do?
What?
Pay the network fee that you would have to pay for Xbox, online, or PlayStation Online, or Nintendo Online. They don't really understand the damage they're doing to their companies, George.
Just let them go. They're just a little bunch of wacky wascals.
Yes, they'll be very, very quiet.
Yeah.
All right, MJ Truth Ultra. I saw indigenous children being tortured there. MK Ultra survivor 1958 testimony. Lana Pontine, a survivor of CIA-funded MK Ultra experiment at Montreal Allen Memorial Institute, gave sworn testimony describing how she was drugged with LSD, subject to electric shock, forced to listen to loop recording telling her she was a bad girl or a good girl. She also stated that she saw indigenous children at the facility and befriended one named Morningstar, who endured the same abusive. This is from a 2021-2022 affidavit submitted to the Mohawk Mothers Quebec court case. It's one of the clearest eyewitness account linking MK Ultra to indigenous children. Just because she puts this in there doesn't mean that she's telling the truth as she knows it, as would be the counterpoint. The tape kept playing "You Are a Bad Girl" over and over. I could not get off the bed. I don't know how long I was in that state. Then play "You're a Good Girl." I was given a lot of LSD, largatotil, and sodium amytrol. Huh.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what that means either. But it's bad. I guess we're going to see more and more of these psych wards showing that, hey, this is where they're programming all the crazy people to do crazy things. I guess you could call it a treadstone, George. A
Yeah.
treadstone. Hamed, a federal immigration official, have detained more than 10,000 people in the last 5 days, a major surge that has stemmed from a push at ICE to increase arrests. The White House wants more arrests. The expectation inside ICE is that it's 2,000 arrests per day, up to 1,000 earlier this year. Well, Trump's already announced that last year that he wants 2,000 to 5,000 arrests per day. Hey, George, let's do a simple math, right? If he's asking for 2,000 arrests per day, right?
Yeah.
And they're roughly, doing this 360, let's say 60, right? For holidays, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, right? So 360 days, right?
Yeah.
That's 720,000 people removed or detained, George. That's a drop in the bucket.
Yes, it is.
Drop in the bucket if you're trying to get rid of, 100 million people.
100 million.
Yeah. Just a drop in the bucket.
I remember we talked about this a while ago. It was something very similar. All these protests
Yeah.
that the news covers and all that stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
look at all these people protesting, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The government's going to fall or they're going to cave and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, hey, how many people did they say were protesting in downtown whatever city and whatever country, right? And he said like I don't know 10, 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go, oh, okay. So what's the number of people that are actually voting that didn't show up? Like 5, 10, 50 million.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So statistically, these people that are down there are just invisible.
Yeah.
And the government guy who's looking down on them from his office
Mm-hmm.
is it doesn't bother him
No.
because it's not a number that will affect him.
Exactly. So, I think what these 2,000 arrests are the extremely bad criminals that are being removed to make our city safer.
Oh no, not safer cities.
Yeah, he's getting rid of all the terrorists. He's getting rid of all the gangs. He's getting rid of all the bad actors that was let in. Remember?
Okay, this sounds like a GTA 10 upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Ice City.
Ice.
Your mission is to get rid of all the unwantables.
I bet you it's going to get to that point where it's like, we're tired of being the bad guys. We're going to be the good guys now. Welcome to Drump World, where you have to arrest all these bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
Over 500 missions of arresting criminals, kicking them down tonight. Join your brothers in arms as you capture them and detain them to the nice detention.
Yes, and listen to the smooth music of Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. If Dan Hauser was there, I bet you he would do it. I bet you he would do it. Not Sam, but Dan. Benny Johnson, Secretary Rubio just terminated the legal status of a Cuban communist foreign influence operative whose network brought Hassan Piker to Cuba. Federal agents took Carlos Antonio Logas Dominguez Dominguez and his family into custody pending removal. He spent a decade working for IceCap, the Cuban regime premier intelligence and influence front group in the United States. ICAP owns president is a convicted Cuban spy who did 15 years in U.S. prison. For years, they operated in the open, cultivated America's far left to export Cuban Castro revolutions. Here, the era is over. All this is going to tell me, George, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, maybe Hassan isn't as dumb as he thinks. Maybe he was playing a role like AOC was playing a role where he just infiltrated that group so they could be stupid and get evidence to be thrown out.
Don't tell me the guy's not an idiot. That ruins my thinking of him.
I'll give it a possibility. I mean, you always have to think the impossible happens.
No.
Speaking of impossible happens, Atlanta spent 130 million to build a glass wall for fair invasion prevention. The results?
Wait, rewind that. Wait, let's see that again.
And this is from N. Wilderness, by the way.
So, okay, so she can't get through.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Wow, how much is the fare?
It's probably like about $5.
For $5, she causes damage in the hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
For $5.
Yeah.
And her face is recorded by the security camera.
Yeah. That's just stupid. Stupid breakage. I gotta get home, and I don't care. Lady, you went the wrong way. They weren't going to open that way.
I mean, wow.
Atlanta's money hard at work. Lord Bebo, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament canceled in Oregon, U.S. because many people smell. According to the host, many players arrive unwashed, making the tournament physically unbearable. Individuals are also required to maintain socially acceptable level of hygiene during the event. Please take a bath.
That's the minimum requirement,
Yeah, that's after the basic requirement of wearing a shirt and shoes.
Well, this is funny that you say that because
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced this in the corporate world
Mm-hmm.
where I left my station to go get lunch. I
Yeah.
come back, I sit down, and it smelled terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right, my whole station smelled terrible.
Yeah.
And I told the creative director, hey, my office smells like junk. I just went for lunch and just came back and smells like junk.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, what are you talking about? I went, why don't you just come over to my office and sit in my chair? So he does. It took him 3 seconds to get off the chair. He goes, holy smokes, what the hell happened here? I go, yeah, exactly. Now you tell me what happened here. I'll go away to lunch. My office smelled like pine fresh, like the fresh dew of a morning, day,
Mm-hmm.
I come and it's smelling like rotten tomatoes. What the hell? Right? So the creative director thinks about it. He goes, all right, I think I know what's going on.
All right. What's going on?
I didn't find out until much, much later.
Was it an Indian?
It turns out the chief tech guy,
Yeah.
who sits behind a dark room and codes, computer stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He smelled terrible that day. Absolutely terrible. It was the same vintage smell that was in my office.
He's like,
so the creative director said,
go home, take a bath.
Go home, take a bath, just fuck off, okay? And next time you decide to go behind George's station,
Yeah.
right? Don't. and then the crave director came back and said, "All right, um, even if we put Febreze on this,
It's not.
it's not going to work out, right?"
Yeah,
So
you're gonna have to open a window.
he gave me the afternoon off
All right.
with pay. I go like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's a safety hazard.
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So the next day I came, brand new chair, brand new chair. I mean, they couldn't even get the smell out of the chair, so they got me a brand new chair. And then when I did find out what happened, I go like, "What the fuck?" So I went to the tech guy and said, "Look, dude, I have no fucking problem. You want to go behind my computer and look at what I do, and try to figure shit out? You just ask me. Go right ahead. I don't care. It's not my data. It's not my computer. It's the company's computer. Okay?
No.
You want to go behind the computer?
It,
Look at what I'm doing. Go
no.
right ahead.
It was. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I assure you, it was. He didn't want you to smell his smell.
I don't know about that, but
That's the thing I can think of. No, no, George. I just didn't want you to smell my smell. I still smell your smell. It didn't work.
yeah, that was the corporate world. Now the gaming world,
No.
that is a completely different animal altogether.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the gaming world. Breaking in one, a bear wandered into a home in British Columbia, casually roaming through the kitchen in what appeared to be a search for something to eat. A boo boo!
Left the homeowner who was upstairs to British Columbia now, where a man left his door open for some fresh mountain air and a bear walked right through it, proceeding to knock around the kitchen a little bit, looking for some snacks here and there and even inside a cupboard. After the bear left, the homeowner.
Did you notice? The bear knew how to open the cupboard.
Smarter than the average bear.
No, it goes back to what you said, like many shows ago, in the last 1 or 2 months, where the animals are adapting to a human way of life.
Exactly.
And that bear, look at it. It knows. It knows.
He's been watching through the window.
There's no way for a wild animal to look at a box and go, okay, I wonder how that box, what is that? It looks like an object.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I can open up this object if I flick it on its axis.
Exactly. I'm telling you, these.
Look. There's no fucking way that bear.
That bear
just figured that out.
You see these windows? You see these windows right here?
Yeah.
And it was watching when it's cooking. It's like, oh, lift up, go down.
No, that bear, the way it moved in there, looked around, got see if it was anything interesting, and then left. That bear knew if he ransacked that place and ruined it, it would be a bad thing for him.
Yeah.
Oh, what a smart animal, man!
I'm telling you.
I can play solitaire with that bear.
Exactly. Like I said, I am telling you that all the dumb animals passed away, and all the smart people are the ones adapting to human. We're like a unpredictable weather event. And the only way they're going to survive is to adapt to our ways.
Yep.
Let's see.
That's a smart bear.
Smarter than
who knew Yogi Bear would actually come to. It was a documentary.
Exactly. Hey, boo-boo, let's get some pignet biscuit. Come on, Yogi. You can't. The Ranger would not like it. Colonel Walken, what's going on in Chicago? Chicago police chief, less than 3 years on the job, submits his resignation. No big deal, right? Except the FBI chief for Chicago dropped his retirement paperwork the same day. You know where I've seen this before? Right before an investigation or indictment is announced. Let's see what happens. Pattern recognition. You know?
It's Chicago. Hey, what did James Bond say to Dances with Wolf's guy?
Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
Sean Connery?
Yeah.
When was Sean Connery with Dancing with Wolf? Kevin Costner.
No. When did James Bond tell Dances with Wolf guy about Chicago?
You hit Chicago 93 times before they say yes?
No, the Untouchables.
Oh. You put,
oh my gosh, man, you're cred.
Okay, the Untouchables. Sorry, it went out. Yes, I know what you're talking about. You know, they put our guys in the hospital. We put them in the ground.
Yeah, it's all Chicago, man. It's all Chicago.
You know. Yes. Oh, they pull a knife. You pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital. You send one of them to the morgue. That's the Chicago way.
Yes.
I should remember that. And you turned me off with Dancing with Wolf. I was like stuck with Dancing with. It's like, when do you go to Dancing with Wolf?
Well, I don't know, Robin Hood guy. I don't know, No Way Out guy.
I mean,
you know, which one you want to go with?
You know, Jonathan Kent guy. No.
Oh shit, that hurts. I want to go vintage. I want to go quality. I didn't want to go schlop, man. Not schlop.
Okay. Waterworld guy.
Okay, I'll give you the Waterworld. Okay?
Okay, Field of Dream guy.
Okay, I'll give you Field of Dreams as well.
Yellowstone. Okay.
Okay, Yellowstone. You got Yellowstone. That's top notch.
All right. The Bodyguard. What about The Bodyguard?
All right.
You know. You also have Bull Durham. Remember that?
All right. Okay. Let's just move on.
What? You're gonna move on? All right. We'll move on. It's okay. It's all right. We're all right. Department of War, CFO. The future is now, old man. Fiscal 27 Department of War budget request ensures we retain air and space excellent today and tomorrow. The future is now.
Huh. Is that a Stargate?
Yeah. Funny how they're slowly say, hey, we got a Stargate, people. We had the Stargate the whole time. No, it's just a cool, dimensional riff where it's showing, the various evolution of air superiority. It doesn't mean anything like that to the graphic. You're just reading too much into it, bro. Yeah. And marijuana makes you high. Mm-hmm. I'll help the communists. So here's how gaslighting the articles can be. The Communist Party of Peru did not boil children alive. I have seen nothing like this written anywhere. They did apparently use scalding water as a method of execution along with stones and machetes. They did also engage in the act of killing infants, elderly people, and pregnant women at the village of Luca, uh, Luca na Marca in 1983. They did not boil children alive, but they used scathing water and killing infants. It's like, you do know what those words means, right? Oh, by the way, you know what's funny? I know you've been saying that you hate Supergirl, right?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, look at the thing that they're doing. You see, corporate wants you to figure out the difference.
They're both assholes.
Energy, right?
Yeah.
And they're both drinking mother's milk.
Yeah, and they're both assholes.
Yeah. How dare you? You know what the funniest thing is? They said this is the most punk movie ever. A corporate product claiming to be punk. If you know, you know. You know, it's like Green Day selling out. We're still punk. Nah, you sold out. Rage Against the Machine. Hey, we're not going to. We're going to celebrate the fascists controlling the country. Polymark. Trump administration tells the International Criminal Court it has no jurisdiction over America and will not cooperate with any investigation. Thus, go pound sand.
Yep.
Hey, if that's true, then people who are coming over here who are not Americans are not under our jurisdiction, so they could go and leave. Hey George, you want to know how bad Sony is doing with their whole idea of terminating public physical media for their games?
Yeah.
DMC official statement in response to the trends in the automotive industry. As of 1st of April 2027, DeLorean will continue producing physical DeLorean while expanding into digital DeLoreans. Consumer will be able to download our full range of iconic digital DeLoreans and enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense. We respect the physical world. We believe in the digital one. We think the best future is the one where we both move forward together, preferably at 88 miles per hour.
So that's a meme, eh?
Yeah, it's an official meme from the DeLoreans.
Okay. Well, I got an official meme from Domino's Pizza.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'm just getting it right now.
You're getting it right now?
Yeah, Domino's Pizza.
Domino Pizza?
Yep.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, you got something?
In addition to PlayStation receiving insane backlash from consumers, they're now becoming a meme too. First one, breaking news, official statements. In response to trends in the gaming industry, as of 1st of April 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizza and shift production to digital pizzas only. Consumer will be able to download our full range of delicious pizza codes and using the power of imagination, enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense.
Oh my gosh.
Response, official statement. In response to the gaming industry, as of 1st April 2028, Respawn's products will gradually cease production of physical chairs and shift production to digital chairs only. New and existing customer will be able to download our entire catalogs of premium chair codes. Imaginary comfort assembly not required. Game Sir, just in game. GameSir will see production of physical copies of controller and shift into digital controllers. With the evolution of global consumer habits and the ongoing digital transformation within the gaming industry, GameSir officially announces that moving forward, we will fully cease the production of physical controllers. Following this transition, all GameSir controller will be available exclusively in digital format via GameSir official website and major retail channels. While our physical retail presence remains, when you open the box, you'll receive a unique digital activation code rather than a physical controller. Once redeemed via the GameSir's cloud app, you'll be able to control any game via quantum entanglement and pure imaginations. No stick drift, no sticky buttons, zero physical weight. Regarding this comprehensive digitization, GameSir views this as a significant leap forward. We are confident in our new philosophy. The true pro gamers don't need controllers in their hands. They need the controllers in their soul. Thank you for your continued support as we transition into this beautifully empty-handed future.
You know, there should be a grocery store version of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, the grocery store is moving into the digital world. From now on, we're going to digitize all the fruits and vegetables and meats and snacks and everything, and you can download them from your app. You can enjoy having the digital version of the grocery store at your fingertips, and pretend that you're eating something nutritious when you're not.
G Fuels, to our community in response to the gaming industry continued shift towards digital ownership. G Fuel will discontinue all physical tubs, cans, and stick packs effective April 1st, 2027. Moving forward, all flavor will be available exclusively as downloadable flavor files.
Oh my God.
Fans will be able to access our full catalog of delicious digital flavors. Imagine the same delicious taste, energy, and focus in a completely virtual formats. No shaker required, no shipping delays, no powders on your desk, just pure cloud-based fuel. Cheers. And here's another one. KFC. Breaking news. KFC will start offering physical formats starting today. Its product can only be consumed through its app in a fake PNG formats. Enjoy your fried chickens in a virtual, non-greasy way.
I don't know what to say. I made it up on the spot. In less than a second, you ruined it for me. Thanks.
I mean, everybody's piling up, and right now the Sony media has been pretty much silent. But here's the thing: retailers are starting to show their shelves now. It's like this.
Yeah. God bless them.
Yeah. It's like, why are we going to maintain space for you guys if you're going to be all digital? We might as well start getting rid of your crap. You know?
Yep.
Man. They didn't really think about this, did they?
No, it's middle management and executives who are trying to penny pinch numbers so they can have a bigger bonus paycheck at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yep.
It's pathetic. It's like, dude, it fucking works. Don't ruin it.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you remember this back in the day, but everybody's been posting it and retweeting it back to Sony. So to put it in the context of this, right? Xbox with its Xbox One console was trying to make it into the everything console, right? Mm-hmm. Home entertainment and all that stuff. And they were trying to get away from physical and saying, oh, you can file share, whatever, all of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then PlayStation did this promo.
No borrowing for you, bitch. Digital only now. No bar.
And basically it's like, oh, you want to borrow a game and share it? Here's my physical disc. Enjoy. Now
Wow.
it's in reverse. Now they're pulling Xbox that they mocked 13 years ago. Which is funny. So, you know, talk about making unnecessary errors.
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh well, end of an era. Valentina Gomez, it's cheaper to rape a child for €26 than to put flowers in your gardens, €1,000. Welcome to England. GB News, teenage rapists who filmed attack on girls 14 and 15 fined just 26 each. Compared to elderly couple face 1,000 pound sterlings after one neighbor complained about them planting flowers on scrubland next to their home.
What?
Yeah. I don't like that they plant flowers next to my home. Oh no. Well, miss, I'm going to have to charge you £1,000 for the damages. £1,000 for the damages?
1,000 pounds of damages.
Yeah, but by the way, George, by the way, it's only 26 pounds to rape girls, apparently, allegedly. You know,
1,000 pounds of damages.
yes, 1,000 pounds of damages.
How much? What's that in kilograms?
No, sterling pounds, European dollars, or British dollars, excuse me.
Oh! This is a monetary thing.
Yeah, not 1,000 pounds of damage.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, I guess it'd be a quit, but you know, it's interesting. Oh well, you know, if they weren't a conquered country, they are now.
They have been for a while.
Breaking 911, California has banned the use of sell-by labels on food products in an effort to reduce consumer confusion and cut down on necessary food waste. The law went into effect on Wednesday, and basically what it means, George, is you know how there's an expiration date, like better use before this and all this stuff?
Yeah.
Here's the real here's my conspiracy theory, George. Here's my far out theory. They only put those labels is so people wouldn't become wise enough and say, "Hey, this food's been here for over a year and it still looks good. What's up with that?" You know, it gives the illusion that the food is going bad, and then
Okay, I dig what you're saying, but I got something different.
Go ahead.
The expiry date
Mm-hmm.
is there put arbitrarily.
Yeah.
Because they want people to
Mm-hmm.
toss the product
Right.
and buy a new product.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't do that if there's no expiry date. Like say you get a can of tuna and the expiry date's 2 years later. That would suck for the tuna industry, wouldn't it?
No, not really. The tuna will be happy.
Yeah, I know. But for the tuna industry, they can't make another sale to you until 2 years later.
Yeah.
Or until you eat that tuna.
Interesting.
Well, also, that's that meat, right? That's in the butcher shop.
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. Apparently, if freshly cut meat, right? People go, oh yeah, I want that freshly cut meat, right? Oh no, I don't want that meat that's it's been in the display case for over a week. Well,
Hmm.
I don't want that. No, because the narrative is that, oh, that meat's spoiled. But is
Mm-hmm.
it really, that is that narrative true? Because if you go to a restaurant and you order that same cut of meat, they'll say, "Oh, we aged this meat for 45 days." Wait a minute. You know what aging meat for 45 days is? You know what it technically is?
Mm-hmm.
You're letting that meat rot for
Mm-hmm.
45 days.
Mm-hmm.
While that meat rots for 45 days, certain enzymes and all that stuff, chemistry happens to the meat. It makes it much more tender. In the old days, people would um, bury their meat into the ground
Mm-hmm.
for months at a time, and then they would dig it up, uh, clean it off, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Shave off the outer edges.
Yes, George. You know what you call that? It's called curing.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just the perspective of what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So this uh, expiry date it helps create a very different perspective on the products that you see, and it creates a system of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when you have a system of anxiety? You get into the purchase and repurchase and subscription purchase and
Mm-hmm.
all that purchase. It's you have to really ask yourself the question, or really ask yourself the question, and this is the hard part, because we have been, as a society, have been taught to forget the understanding of food, and how food is kept, and how food is stored, and how food is prepared. We have completely forgotten all that. We are a slave to labels and restaurants. You remember how many times have we ran stories with stupid cooks? Like remember the woman who took pasta.
Yeah.
You're ready to go pasta. All you have to do is just put it in boiling water, and you got, cook it, and you got pasta, right?
Yeah.
Remember, she took the pasta, put it in a blender, added a couple eggs, and then kneaded it, and then added some flour, then kneaded it, and
Mm-hmm.
folded it, and all that stuff, and then made herself, you know, uh, pasta, and ran it through the flattenizer thingy,
Uh-huh.
and then she put it into the boiling water.
Boiling water.
And you go like, what the hell just happened?
Hmm.
And all she did was just buy pasta, uh, and repasta the pasta, and then cooked it. That didn't make any sense. It was insane. Or how about the guy who is live streaming himself, and teaching people how to wash the chicken?
Mm-hmm.
He washed it with soap, dishwasher soap. That was a good one.
Oh boy.
All right, what's this?
If you can read.
Official PlayStation used game instruction.
The comment.
This is like watching the wedding video after the divorce. Wait, official PlayStation used game instruction?
Yeah.
What the hell's a game instruction?
This was making fun of Xbox. Remember, like I was telling you, Xbox was trying to say, oh, we wanted to move away from physical media, where you couldn't, um, you would go digital only, and then if you and you could, and it had a convoluted way of transferring, you know, games to other consoles, right? And
Yeah.
then basically the PlayStation developer said, "Here's how we transfer games." They grabbed the physical media and handed it over to their friends. Here, you know, simple.
Wow.
That was 13 years ago.
What? Holy smokes.
Yeah, so basically they understood that, hey, if you want to share your game and play at a friend's house or whatever, you bring your game, your physical game, and then you play it over there. No convoluted thing needed. Oh, you wanted to sell your game back, for some money? You could do that. With a digital game, you can't do that. You can't. And oh, by the way, like we saw the other story, you may lose access to it if you don't have the internet,
Oh my
or
gosh.
you might lose it because guess what? This PlayStation doesn't like the developer and whatever, so they removed it off their platform, even though you bought it. So this is like watching the wedding video after the divorce. Yeah, remember the good old day when they actually were trying to compete. Now they know that, hey, move it. We're moving on. Uh, Sega. Sega.
Mega.
Sega, it's your chance. Bring it back. Big. Bring back the dream. Bring back the dream.
Well, if they can get their shit together, yes.
I mean, they can't technically, because they're technically owned by Nintendo now. Technically, they're owned by Nintendo. FYI.
Yeah, I know. I heard it the first time. I'm
Yeah,
sad.
you didn't react to it.
I didn't react because I was crying.
The Vatican can excommunicate hundreds of thousands of followers of the Society of Saint Pius X.
What?
The Vatican excommunicate hundreds of thousands of followers of the Society of Saint Pius X.
Um. All right.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, but
Sure.
must be something extremely important if you're willing to wholesale excommunicate hundreds of thousands of people from your church that's
Yep.
failing.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony Jacob, listen to this. It's from. All right. Hey George, remember this?
Toilet paper.
No. Remember when a stack of blank CDs was an amazing Christmas gift?
Oh, those are. Oh, those are not CDs.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
are.
DVD. Those are DVRs.
DVRs, yes.
Yeah, CDs CDs don't have that particular shine.
Yes.
Those are 4 gigabyte DVD single sides, or it could be dual density 8 gig 7.9. Okay,
You were there 3,000 years
I
ago.
was there. Okay, okay. What about it?
Nothing, just a reminder that we used to make physical media and it was awesome.
Yeah, I still have a spindle sitting around somewhere.
Yes. Those spindles will be worth lots of money in the future. A relic of an age gone by. Clandestine. Trump once again points out the scam that is NATO. I think Trump has been slowly preparing American people for what needs to be done, which is our eventual withdrawal from NATO. Why? Because the EU plans to force the US to fight Russia for them. NATO Article 5 is a direct threat to our national security, and the EU plan to abuse this agreement in order to get the US military to defeat their enemies for them so they could take over the world and implement a one world government once those superpowers destroys each other. We'll never put ourselves in this situation again. We will never allow any nations to have any jurisdiction over our militaries. Remember the sum of all...
How did they have jurisdiction over the United States military?
Because our leaders back in the 70s foolishly allowed us to put into an agreement, military agreement, NATO, which is a military agreement, that if any NATO allies gets attacked, we would be there to defend them as a NATO ally. Which is why the Ukraine was so hell-bent on trying to get NATO membership, because if they gave Ukraine NATO membership while being attacked by Russia, that would force the United States to protect Ukraine and actively fight Russia.
Oh, those buggers.
Yeah.
That's, now I understand it.
Yeah. So that's Article 5 of NATO.
Remember, the United States could just easily say, yeah, you know what? We're not going to follow you. We're not going to follow. Yeah, I know it was signed a long time ago, but you know what? We decided no.
Yeah. That's what Trump is kind of doing right now. He said no, and he's like, oh, and you got to pay up. We're not going to do it because we've been paying it, but you guys haven't paying it. So until you pay, we're not going to do anything. Guess what happens?
They're not doing anything.
Exactly. Why? Because they don't have the money to pay us. Remember the sum of all fear? What was the plot? A sophisticated and powerful terrorist organization comprised of European elites that used a rogue nuclear weapon to coerce the U.S. and Russia to fight each other. Sound familiar? In the books, it was Iran. In the movie, it was Russia. This is why we must leave NATO as a matter of national and global security. Donald J. Trump. The United States spends more money on NATO than any other country by far to protect them, without getting any benefits from doing so. The United States pays almost $1 trillion. United Kingdom, $91 billion. France, $66 billion. Italy, $48 billion. Poland, $44 billion. And others, including Germany, are much lower, and this is from 2014 to 2025. Oh, by the way, everybody except Italy and Poland has not paid their 2% GDP that they were supposed to do.
That sucks.
Yeah. So we're saying peace out. We're out. And people said, hey, what about the agreement? We have here's the thing. We have independent alliance agreement with every NATO country. We don't need NATO. We already have alliance agreement with all those countries separately. George, separately. NATO was a thing for the Cold War, when we were in a Cold War with a super power called United States of the Soviet Nations, the SSR. SSR is no longer existing. There's only the Russian Federation, and it's a shadow of what it was. So when the SSR fell, NATO should have been disbanded that same year, or a couple of years later, because there's no need. It lost its purpose. Nancy Pelosi stock tracker. You can't make this up. President Trump posted an AI video discussing Trump derangement syndrome, and at the end of the video, he mentions Coca-Cola. Have a Diet Coke like me, and you're going to see a remarkable difference in your life. Coca-Cola has gained over $35 billion in market cap since.
Holy shit.
And here's the video in question from Donald Trump's real account.
Have you or someone you know been diagnosed with TDS? The symptoms can be relentless. Fortunately, I'm Dr. Trump, and I have a treatment plan. Let's hear what some of my patients have to say.
I have been suffering for over a decade, and after listening to Dr. Trump, I can see some results.
Man, I've been suffering for years. I really didn't believe that was help out there. That was when I came across this video on TV.
I really thought I was a lost cause. This was gonna affect me for the rest of my life. But after using the treatment plan, I can see a difference.
I really wasn't sure I could help some of these people. They were so far gone, I wasn't really sure.
I had no idea how much this was affecting my life. My work is slowed down. I'm hardly recognizable anymore. I just needed help.
I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Constantly angry. I made everyone miserable around me.
I feel like I've aged 20 years in the last 2 years. I've been so concerned.
I feel like I aged 10 years in the last 2 years, backwards.
I was really starting to worry about my future.
The treatment is simple. Turn off. Fake news. Say your prayers, and if you ever feel anxious, just have a Diet Coke like me, and you're going to see a remarkable difference in your life.
George?
I think Coca-Cola made that video.
Well, they got Trump to post it then. Colin Ruggs, allegedly OnlyFans human trafficker, denies bid to lower bail as he is accused of forcing young women against their will to make content. Nikita Taikalo, 22, is accused of contacting girls as a minor, allegedly beating and threatening to kill young women if they refuse his demand. He allegedly ran a OnlyFans house in Washington where he allegedly forced women to make adult contacts. Victim says he would lock them out of their accounts and would not give them any access to the money they earn. According to neighbors, he hosted out-of-control house party every Saturday night. Prosecutors now accuse him of making calls in Russia on a jailhouse phone, instructed loved ones to move money out of his accounts. Mr. Tricado may believe that because he speaks Russian, we don't know what he's saying in his call. His bail is set at $5 million. He claims he has no money. Yes, his entire Instagram profile is him flexing all his money and car.
Wow.
Yeah. Butterfly Katana. LMAO. Lol. Yes, it was funny. Hey, George, back in my day, you know what we call these people, this gentleman right here, back in my day?
What?
We call him a pimp.
Pimp.
Yes. We call him a pimp because he beat the hoe, get the money from the hoe, and uses the money to party like a hoe.
But hold on a sec. All this hoe, I mean, just how much water did he use?
Oh, he used all the water.
He used all the water?
Yeah.
Even when there's a drought?
Yeah. That's how selfish he's at.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
He left no water in the hoe. International Cyber Digest, some of the identified malicious streaming devices sold online that enroll users' home internet address in a residential proxy service. So if you're a proud owner of X96 mini TV box, X96 mini TV sticks, X96 TV box, X960, QTV box, X98K TV box, Transpeed TV box, TV98 TV box, TV98 TV sticks, or Q8 TV sticks,
or Apple TV,
or Apple TV. You're a proud owner of a darknet proxy hub. Over 2 million hijacked consumer devices, including smart TVs, streaming boxes, were quietly acting as residential proxy exit nodes. All of them, per Google, were part of the NewNet residential proxy network. Google, working with FBI and Lumen, has moved to dismantle the NewNet network. In a single week, Google tracked 316 distinct threat clusters, including espionage group, routing attack, password spray through suspected NewNet exit nodes. So there's your dark web, George, the residential proxies.
This is no different than what NASA did a while ago, where they said, hey, we need people to help us process the data of our observatory, satellite stuff. And what did they do? They said, just download this little app, this little, plug into your computer, Mac and PC, and you'll be able to access the NASA database and help us process the billions upon billions of code regarding the space photographs and stuff, so we can see if there's any signs of life in the universe. And I go like, bullshit. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? People actually fell for it.
Eric, just now, President Trump, go out and vote Republican midterm, because if the communists get in, you'll never fish again. Trump announces he's abolishing the Democratic restriction on scallop fishing, declaring National Scallop Day. That will open up the northern edge of the George Banks up to the scallop fishing, fulfilling the dreams to our great fishermen who were so badly treated by the Obama and Biden administration and by the country of Canada. This will mean millions more pounds of beautiful wild scallops a year on the kitchen tables of America, more jobs in Norfolk, Virginia, Cape May, New Jersey, New Bedford, Massachusetts, and essentially all parts of the eastern coast. This is in addition to freeing up a massive area off the East Coast to our great lobster fishermen and others, an environmental monument declared by Barack Hussein Obama and Sleepy Joe Biden that I terminated. And half a million square miles of beautiful Pacific Ocean where every country was allowed to fish except our great American fishermen. Awesome. Go out there and eat scallops. It'll make good food for you. Baste them, make them, fry them, put them in a saucepan.
You're a scallop. He's a scallop. Wouldn't you like to be a scallop too?
Being a libertarian, the reflecting pool is green because it never required from Jenny giving it AIDS. Thanks, Fauci.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting. Oh. And then I think and then this was from the Teddy Roosevelt Presidential Library. He had a speech. Let's hear it.
Preceded really by a man who was he was the tariff king, William McKinley. He was the president, and they took his name off Mount McKinley, and I put it back on because it deserved it. Put it back on. But McKinley actually, and he was assassinated, but he made tremendous amounts of money, made our country very rich. And then Teddy Roosevelt, as the vice president, got in, and he did some incredible things. But one of them, I think one of the most amazing, maybe a lot of people would say the parks, you could say a lot of different elements of his success, so incredible. But he built the Panama Canal. It was the most expensive project to this date, if you bring the dollars forward, ever built in history. 38,000 people died. They died 95% from mosquitoes, malaria, 95%. You expected almost to die. They paid workers from the United States. Mostly they came in, and mostly, I must say, men. It was a little different time. Today would have men and women, but they had all men. And they paid them massive amounts of money, more than they were making as workers in the United States. Such a fascinating thing, the Panama Canal. I've studied it long and hard, and when they gave it away, $1. But they died from the mosquito and they died from the snake. They have a viper, a snake, that if you get bit, you're in trouble. If you get bit, you were dead. You were dead, and that wiped out about 5%. We lost 38,000 people building the Panama Canal. Our people. 38,000 people died building the Panama Canal. It opened, and from day one, it was very successful. And we gave it away. We gave it away. It was the most expensive thing we ever built, and it was also the most profitable thing we ever built. That's a nice combination. A little bit like Venezuela. We did a good job in Venezuela. And we're actually doing equally as well with the Islamic Republic of Iran. Maybe you've heard of it, but think of it, the Panama Canal. So we gave it away. The first thing they did, you know what they did? They raised the prices for the ships by 4 times, and they didn't lose one ship. And then they raised it again twice, and they didn't lose one ship. All they did is make tremendous amounts of money for years and years. How stupid was that? And now China is trying to take over the Panama Canal, and we're not going to let that happen, okay? And that was not part of the script, because I don't really have a script, because this thing doesn't work. It's appropriate. The one on my right is slightly better than the one on my left. The one on my left is a waste of time. It's a little like politics. The one on my right is a little bit. It's not great. I'd give it about a 2 on the scale of 10.
You know,
and this afternoon, I'm pleased to.
You know what that means, eh? The person in charge of that, what do we call them?
Teleprompter is fired.
Yeah, they're so fired.
He's fired. He didn't do a good job. He got fired.
You stopped the escalator when I was trying to go up. You gave me a chair in a meeting that's lower than everybody other's chair, and now you changed the teleprompter, just like you changed the teleprompter when I was at a certain UN get together. Yeah, dude, this time you're fired. I've had enough of you.
3 strikes, you're out. Massimino, NASA engineer had developed a method to extinguish fire using low-frequency sound waves.
You know, this is bullshit. Mm-hmm. Okay, wow, NASA figured this shit out right now? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a barbecue and you had a Karen yelling and screaming?
Yeah, that's why
the fire goes out.
Yeah, that's why
literally the fire it just turns itself off.
Yeah, that's why you don't have a Karen at a barbecue.
Yeah.
All right, Eric.
I have the 3 things. You let it go to housing, you let you would veto it, would you?
So nobody knows more about housing than I do. I made billions and billions of dollars with housing, and I know exactly what they've done. They made maybe zoning easier, but maybe they made it tougher without knowing it. It's very complex stuff. But the housing bill is fine. There's a lot of Democrat points in there that I don't even think are good. But it's fine. But I've made the case I'd rather not sign anything until we sign the Save America Act.
You think through reconciliation or
Save America?
Or?
Because if you do Save America, you're not going to have cheating.
Practically, how do we get there on Save America? What would you like Majority Leader Thune to add?
Well, I would like them to get it passed. What I'd really like is for them to
filibuster.
Kill the filibuster, terminate the filibuster. When they terminate the filibuster, then they'll immediately approve the Save America and 100 other things. You could sit down all day long and just vote, and you'd have it. And the sad part is we probably have 5 or 6 senators that won't vote.
All right, there you go. And we're done for today. So he won't sign any new law until the Save American Act passes. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Thank you to Blonde Goth Girl. Thank you to Butterfly Katana. George, what's your final thoughts? George? I froze. Keep talking. Keep talking. I'm not here. He's not here. Wait, he's here. You're supposed to tell us here.
Hello.
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 Okay. As I was saying before, my audio got as I forgot what I was thinking.
You're saying something.
Oh yeah. That reminds me now. The Republicans should put a new bill in, and the bill would be prevent people from getting sued for hanky panky and also insider trading, right? And add to that bill the Save American Act. See how quickly that bill will get approved. Yeah, because all those people that were rescued because of the hanky panky fund, if you will, they would absolutely try to go for that bill to prevent them from being sued for hanky panky.
Oh.
I know. I'm just saying, there's got to be a Trojan horse somewhere, that will do the right thing. Just saying.
All right. Let's dance. Yes. And hello. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for more. Till then, bye.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe that together we can make America great